Welcome to a video tutorial by the Stratis Development Foundation. Today we're going to be going over how to install Visual Studio on Windows. If you want to follow along, you can go to our website stratisdevelopmentfoundation.com, and then up at the top you want to go to the Learning section, and then you'll scroll down and you'll see Install Visual Studio on Windows. There you can follow along and easily copy and paste the code that we'll be referencing in this video. And so the first thing we're going to do is download and install Visual Studio 2017 Community Edition. And if you're following along on the article on the website, there is a link directly to the Microsoft website. And you're going to do the free download of the Community 2017. And then it will give you a download file. And then you're going to either run or save that depending on whatever browser you're using. And then you'll just follow the install instructions. Once you get to the workloads section of the installation process, you're going to want to scroll down to the bottom where it says .NET Core Cross-Platform Development. Check that box, and then you're going to see on the right-hand side and on the bottom, it's going to tell you how much space is going to be required. So you're going to want to make sure you click a directory on a drive where you have plenty of space. And once you have that selected, you can hit install, and it will continue through the process. And this will take a while depending on your internet speed, but once it's done, we'll be able to complete the installation, open Visual Studio, and create our first console project. So now that my install is all finished, I had it selected to automatically start Visual Studio. If you didn't do that, you're going to want to start the program. Then you can sign in with an account if you want, or you can just skip that and do it later if you want to. Then you can then select your development settings. I have mine as general. And then you can choose your theme, whatever theme that you would like, and then start Visual Studio. So now that Visual Studio is open, we are going to want to start a new console project. So to do that, go up to File, click on New, and then Project. And then in the New Project window, you're going to select the console app .NET Core, which is this one right here. And then you're going to click OK. And so with our project open, it's going to populate it with this code automatically. But before we do anything else, we're going to want to add the Stratis NuGet package as a resource. And so the best way to do this is to go over here in our project and then right click and then manage NuGet packages. Once that opens up, we're going to click browse. And then we're going to search for Stratis. We're going to want the first one that just says Stratis by Stratis, and then we're going to click install. And once the NuGet package is done downloading, it'll say finish down here below. So then you're going to want to go to your program tab, and then you want to paste the following code into the static main method. Now for you to type this out, it's going to take you a while, so I recommend going to the website, to the article, and then just copying and pasting the code. It's going to make it a lot easier for you. And it should look like this. And then you're going to want to add one line of code to the top of the program that's also available on the website right at the very top. And so now we're going to add a debug mark or a breakpoint, and we're going to do that at line 10. So to do that, you can right click, go down to breakpoint, insert breakpoint, or you can also press F9 to insert or take away a breakpoint. Once you have your breakpoint entered, you can hit F5 on your keyboard and it will run your program. And so when it runs the program, it's going to show your output down below, and then it's going to open up a new console window, and it also will stop at the debug point. So you can bring up your console window, and it is blank at the moment. And after it stops at the debug point, you can press F10 to step over each line of code, and you can hover over with your mouse to see the actual values. And then to get your program to run again, just press F5 again. And so once the program is done running, you should see a console window that looks pretty similar to this. It might not have the exact numbers or letters, but it should look pretty similar. And that's it. You have successfully created a new console project and interacted with the Stratis blockchain. And hopefully you found this tutorial helpful on installing Visual Studio for Windows and running your first program and interacting with the blockchain. And keep in mind that there are many more resources for learning blockchain development on our website, stratisdevelopmentfoundation.com. Thanks for watching.